Reviewing movies is fucking annoying. Oh, wait, what the hell? What? The fuck?
Hey, you want to review a movie?
Oh my god! Welcome to Still in Cinema Saturdays, and today we're doing a movie that, well, for lack of a better term,
Lights out.
oh my god, fuck you. Asshole introductions aside, yeah, we're gonna hop right into it. I really didn't like this movie. And I'm not saying I overtly hated it, but I really didn't like it.
It's forgettable.
It is the most generic possible thing. The only original idea, and it's not really original, it's just like what this movie really had that would be its own little thing, is the light idea. And other than that, it uses every other possible stereotype. The dumb boyfriend, the fucking... The stalking character.
The dumb, horny boyfriend character.
Yeah, the way she moved was literally ripped off from The Ring and Grudge and stuff like that.
Every place to try to unnerve the audience.
Exactly. Every way, every little thing they tried to do in this movie, in every way, just came across as generic.
First off, this is based on a 2-minute short film. I'm sure everyone watched it on YouTube.
Well, who went to see the movie and knew about it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, all 50% of you.
Yeah, and even my fucking sister showed me that short film. The, short film was alright.
I thought it did what a horror movie should do. Instead of cheap scares, it cultivated an atmosphere. It didn't jump scare. The actual look of the creature looked better in the 2-minute short than the fucking movie.
Yeah, it was ridiculous in the movie. But, this idea for the whole light thing I've seen before in Teen Titans, of all things.
Oh yeah, with Slade. And in all fairness, this whole haunting thing of Diana haunting her mother is the exact same thing.
Yeah,
James Wan watched that.
Similar.
James Wan watched Teen Titans and said, let me make a fucking horror movie out of it. Okay. I actually think one of the biggest things that I have to bring up is the 2-minute short. You said yourself, I think that that's better than the movie. When a 2-minute short is better than your actual movie, you got a problem.
Yeah, that 2-minute short they reference in like the first 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh my god, yeah. With the exact same, at least like I think, actress.
I don't know about the actress.
I'm pretty sure it was.
100% the same angles and shit used, and just she didn't die.
95% sure. Yeah. And you know what's a shame is if they were going to recreate that whole like hallway scene from it, why not recreate her plugging the extension cord back in, since that was the most anxious and height climactic part of that fucking trailer. Well, not trailer. It was the length of a trailer, but you know what I mean, the short. All credit to this movie. Looks great. It looks great. The camera work in the movie is fine to a degree. The seamless transition between blending the dark hallway and the light hallways, because we all know it's 2 different shots, perfect. It was done really, really well. Yeah, everything was framed fine. There was no real problems with that.
Yeah, use of a blacklight was cool.
I do think the acting suffers a bit because I only felt like legit chemistry or even like attempt from Teresa Palmer and Gabriel, the little kid. I genuinely think they worked really well together. The boyfriend just felt like he was delivering like horny one-liners from a script. Hey, can I spend the night? Even though this is really going nowhere.
What, aren't we dating? We've been fuck buddies for a year.
It means you're in first place. Aren't these characters likable, ladies and gentlemen? Like, I felt more from the dad who died in the first 2 minutes of the movie than I did from him throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the dad conveniently works in a mannequin factory so he can have mannequins creepily in the house.
Yeah.
Convenience.
I can tell you that he died within 4 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, you keep that in mind because, for some reason, Diana takes fucking forever killing
She fucks with people. I don't understand her killing idea. Why is she killing these people? Because they're trying to take... what's her name away from her? What was her name? Sophie? She's trying to take Sophie away from her, the mother character.
I'm gonna point out she's...
But then there's people that aren't trying to take the mother away, and they're getting threatened. Like the kid, why does the kid have to be there? The kid doesn't need to be there, you could kill the kid. The fucking... The fucking daughter comes back, Teresa Palmer. Why is she not getting fucking attacked until she takes the kid? Which, by the way, if she were to take the kid, wouldn't that be better for you? Because then you get the mom for yourself.
Because the mom...
None of this makes any fucking sense. Would she kill them if everything's going okay? Does she just let them live and take the mother? Is that...
No, she killed...
Because they seem like that's her sole intent and focus.
She killed the...
I want to keep Sophie for myself.
She killed
Teresa Palmer's dad, which is revealed later in the movie. Which I called. Everything in this movie's callable.
Yeah.
So she killed that dad, she admits that later, and then she also kills the current dad at the beginning of the movie. Apparently, if you want to make Diana go away, as all good villains, you could do something really easy. You could just take your medication, or kill yourself, because it's all in your head.
Yeah.
No, okay? You can't... fucking Freddy always comes back. Fucking Jason always comes back. They're forces of nature, so to speak. Yeah. That's a horror villain. Something that you can't stop, not something that is easily subsided.
All are people who did die we didn't know.
I was just about to say, that kind of leads me to the problem. When you kill a character and make it not pointless, it's because you are taking something away from our world. Oh my god, this didn't resolve, there was an unresolved issue here. How could you kill that person? He just found love. How could you kill this person? When you just kill Cop A, I don't care.
Yeah, there were no stakes.
Exactly, it doesn't matter.
We didn't really know the stepdad, other than he's the stepdad.
And again, sadly, he's probably the only death that actually had impact on me.
Yeah, and,
The mother would've? The mother would've, had not the twist ending ruined the entire character.
There was only slight impact with him, because... We know that he was telling his son, I'll be home in an hour. The cop's dying, I also fucking got that.
Another cliche, by the way, since we were mentioning those before. Cops appear and die on scene.
Just gonna kill everybody that comes into the fucking house.
But it's not that. That's the weird part. It's not that just who comes into the house. It's whoever tries to...
feels like killing at that particular moment.
That's what I feel like it really is. It's supposed to be anyone who's getting in her way of Sophie, I believe.
Yeah, but... Then there's that. Then she bitch smacks her, knocks her the fuck out with her head smacking her on the...
And the entire movie, the movie itself doesn't get across whether or not Diana actually cares about her or not, because they say multiple occasions, oh, she convinced her to think that they were friends. So you're making it seem like she doesn't care about her, but then look at the length. Death hasn't stopped her from fucking being with her. In the short, just the 1 second you get of this thing, and you could even pause it and look at it, it looks like something that's very simple and that you've thought of before, but it's not something that we've actually seen on screen. You know what I mean? It would have been unique. You could have made that the next Freddy Krueger, not literally to that degree, but you could make that a horror icon. Now, when we get to the actual movie and we see it, it's this fucking, Ringu ripoff fucking... It's just, fucking skin-diseased... It's the cheapest makeup, and it looks terrible. I don't get it. You had a really cool demonic-looking design, and instead you went with leprosy. I don't get it.
Yeah, you tried way too hard to make it look creepy. And as you were saying, they should have just not shown it off in the movie.
Yeah, always have left it a shadow.
The whole time with, the glowing eyes.
Mm-hmm. There were some genuine scary moments in that movie, not the short, in that movie, I'm trying to clarify there, that were legitimately well done, cultivated fear, and I genuinely thought they were creepy. Everything after the reveal...
the black light, it was
gone.
Nope.
Don't care.
You ruined it.
And it didn't look intimidating.
Yeah.
It looked like something we've seen 1,000 times.
It looked like the bitch in The Exorcist.
It looked like, exactly. You could name 1,000 things that you could think of when you see that.
Yeah.
You really could. And I mentioned Ringo. I also want to bring that up. This feeling, and this is just to me, you said personally you didn't really feel like a success from it, but it felt like they were trying to attempt a Japanese-style horror movie like Ringu and Ju-on.
I love those movies.
And it felt like that very much so, except, again, it was not a very good
I love
one.
those movies, but I didn't get that same feeling. But probably because of how poor this movie was.
I think it was, the matter of the execution wasn't the best.
I also want to bring out how the ending is just nonsensical.
No, completely ruins the movie. I think we've said it a couple times.
Yeah,
right?
Specifically, okay.
It's also comedic because the way that she's Diana...
Don't harm my kids! That won't hurt me, Skeletor. I'm Raditz. Then, oh, you're right. Without me, there's no you.
Which that was not established prior to this whatsoever.
I mean, they said it one time, and it was just an offhanded remark.
Could it be this? But they never once said, shit.
Yeah.
And if anything, the one establishment work you're talking about is, oh, if I take my medication, and I'm sitting in the audience going, what would that do? Because I have no idea what that would do. She's a ghost.
Basically, she kills herself to save her kids. And then, like, you got the boyfriend character walking to the ambulance. They're all talking. Cops are all there. Cops are all there on scene. And I'm sitting there looking at, you know, those two are probably in prison, or like...
Oh yeah, I brought that up as soon as the credits rolled in.
Or like, more realistically, they're gonna be like locked up in an institution.
At best.
For what their stories are going to be.
At best, they're institutionalized.
That kid is going into foster home.
He was involved with child protection services the entire movie.
Yeah, this is not...
Oh, we already got a file on it.
This is not working out at all for anybody.
Yeah, no.
I mean, what we got in the house? We got 2 dead cops and a dead mom who committed suicide.
With mold mannequins. Yeah, no, this is totally a safe house.
Yeah, totally safe house.
With black light everywhere.
We got here and you two were locked in the basement.
You just reminded me of one of my favorite scenes in the movie. One of the clever scenes in this movie. I like that Diana. I do like Diana. Let me put that out there now. Not the design at all, but the idea of Diana. Really fun. Really cool. I liked it in the short. I liked it in the movie.
You know, nice little thing.
The clever thing in the basement. That's what I wanted to bring up right now.
What else could it be? A trap.
So Diana's intelligent. Closes the door and locks it, and it's like, oh shit, that moment's really cool. You added stakes there. We're fighting a fucking human element now.
But then that touches on my other point. She was going to try to kill the boyfriend guy.
And she toyed with him.
And she just sort of toyed with him and just threw him around a bit. And then he, like, used the car lights to escape her.
That was clever, too.
It was clever, but it's like, he would have been dead in the house already.
Oh, no, shit.
If she wasn't fucking around.
Oh, no shit.
She killed the stepdad in, like, 4 minutes.
This movie, its positive is, like, once again, it's one, not really original, but it's one, like, kind of idea that it has to its own, in its own little corner. Very few things do this. Is the light idea, the on and off, that's clever, traveling through darkness. Okay, fine. It's not really original, but it's your own little thing now. Cool. It also works as a disadvantage, because there's so many times where I saw darkness and light, and it's like, okay, well, she could get him here. Okay, well, there's a small corner of the room where she could just reach her hand out and get her.
The bed bit I saw coming.
Oh, no, that was the most obvious one. But for example, not the bed bit, but the drawers. When she was going through the drawers. Wouldn't it have been really cool if one of the drawers, like a hand popped out of the drawer to grab, because there's that crack in the darkness, and that would have been, you know, maximizing your potential with your gimmick, and you didn't.
Almost every single character in this movie that has been haunted by Diana at some point realizes that it's the light.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's the light that's saving them.
Yeah.
And that really bothers me because it makes it so obvious to the audience.
Well, I mean, you're going to see Lights Out.
No, I know, but like from the moment you walk into the movie, you basically know, oh, okay, it travels by darkness, and then everything sort of becomes predictable from there.
No, I agree with that.
It really just lets you know, okay, so anytime there's a dark area, we know the scare's
As far as predictability, to shake it up, like I said, just play with the mom's psychosis. Is it actually a creature?
Yeah.
Is it actually just the mom being crazy? Is it the mom actually doing this Fight Club style? So the story about her being like this, like, angsty, it's so forced. She doesn't come across well with that.
Yeah, they try way too hard with that.
Like, for example, she has, like, Slayer and Avenged Sevenfold, Hail to the King, and, like, all this shit.
Posters all over her fucking, like, apartment room. Slayer, like you said. Avenged Sevenfold, Hail to the King. Ghost.
Ironic on that one.
I'm just like, okay, when you're gonna do something like this, you don't go with the most typical mainstream acts. More often than not, you're not everybody who's into that type of music is just going to go strictly with the main big names. They're gonna have different posters of multiple different bands that you might not even fucking heard of. It just seemed like they tried too hard to match her character and costume design with like a theme, and it was just too much. I just didn't believe it. My
personal problem with that whole like forced like I guess arc you could say, because in the end it's not overcome. She just says, "We'll think about keeping a drawer in my room for you." Yep. Think about it. Isn't it cute that I didn't solve my character arc? No.
Yeah.
But I want to bring up my point. She also had the whole thing. This is my main thing that I want to bring up because it's tied to your point. The whole idea of she can't take care of herself and she's sloppy. There's like 3 pairs of underwear in the room. Like, you really could do a better
Yeah.
job on set design for that.
Yeah.
Make it look like an actual pigsty.
Child services just like, oh, you
Yes.
think you're right to be his legal guardian?
Yeah, I'm really not that bad. It's like a few pairs of clothes.
No, literally, I would be like, yeah, there's what? I have 3 things of underwear on the floor. He's fine.
You know, for some of the set design, for some of the lighting in this movie, I thought that was pretty good. The lighting is obviously the best part because, I mean, they focus very heavily. Yeah, that's kind of the whole gimmick.
No, they never did anything with that kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
With those lights.
Yeah, that's true.
That were stupidly set up.
Yeah, that's really weird. Who has Christmas lights like that in their fucking kitchen? I really thought they were going to do a scene where, like, she was running away and each light would blow out behind her as she's running.
Oh, yeah, we're trying to stay within it. And
Yeah.
like, they didn't fucking do anything.
But, yeah, that would have been really cool. And instead, they just kind of had her have Christmas lights. Because that's a character quirk, right? But no, I specifically want to mention the actual lighting that was good in this movie and was present. For example, the tattoo parlor sign constantly having that red neon. And you'll see, oh, Diana's there. Just for shits and giggles, let's see what else James Wan did. We have some time to kill anyway. Go ahead, you could talk about your points if you have anything else to bring up.
I didn't really have anything else to touch upon. Touch upon how predictable everything was. I still don't understand how people in the theater were like. It was mostly this one group of girls that were just shrieking at everything like it was their first goddamn horror movie.
So annoying.
Like that was the worst part of the movie to me. It's just them. Like really, this is what you're gonna shriek at? I'd be shrieking at things in the Evil Dead reboot, but not this.
Yeah, we were right. James Wan's a pretty shitty director. His 2 best features on his list that I could see right here would probably be Saw 1 and Furious 7. Which is the weirdest mix. Everything else is just Conjuring, Insidious, Part 3. Like, fuck all, Annabelle. None of this is good. Hey, I'm James Wan and people seem to like me. I personally don't. That's pretty much all we really have to shit on in this movie. There's a lot more that we'll eventually get into when we get onto the filmography of James Wan. If you can, like and subscribe. You've been a bit more vocal recently. Leave a comment below. I actually appreciate that. We've had some good conversation. We'll see what we do next week. I'm not sure what it is just yet. It's going to be a Filmography Friday, obviously, since, again, we switch on and off every other week. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's close our eyes and hope we die from Diana.